Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. I have a Netflix TV show review, not review, but recap. I wanted to recap this show because I have watched all 10 episodes and I like every one of them. So let's get started. So the show is called Family Reunion and it stars Loretta Devine, Tia Mowry Hardrict, and Anthony Alabi, and he plays Mose. So Mose is this professional football player. He made it big, and and he's home for family reunion, visiting his mom, his dad, his brother Daniel, who's a little cuckoo, and his family and everything. And during this first episode, um, you have to try to listen to it real good, but it's just when he gets in trouble with about not taking the kids to church. You hear his whole name. His whole name is Mose, M-O-Z, McKinley. Now, when you see this show, you'll say, wait, you might not recognize the name Adam Albee, but he is very recognizable. If you know the guy who played none other Mr. Spitz on none other That's So Raven, that's who none other Anthony Albee is. Y'all, when I saw this, I like, wait, hold on, this is Spitz from That's So Raven in his own show, and I'm like, oh my god, let me watch it. I went and I watched every episode, and it's good. It's like the first episode is like him like announcing to the family that he's moving back to Columbus, Georgia. That's where he's supposed to be originally from. And Coco and him are still looking for a home at the time when they come down there. They staying with him, with his dad and his mom. His dad Jacob, who is a preacher, and yeah, he's a preacher's son, and his mom Medea. It's Medea, M comma Dear, Medea. And they just at the family reunion, and everybody's getting to know, some of the kids, and oh my god, that's the first episode. Now, the first episode, it says, "Remember how this all started." That's the name of the first episode. Then the second episode is called "Remembering Charlie Wilson." So while they was cleaning, teenage daughter Jay does not want to share a room with her little sister, and so while they decided to clean out the attic and everything, and as they are cleaning out the attic, Mozzie and Shaka finds Medea's private memories from a famous singer, and discovers that the upstairs drama with Grandpa. So end up starting up some drama with Medea and her husband Jacob, and then Medea ended up going and sleeping with Jay. Jay could not get no sleep. Grandma is snoring. So what does Mozzie and Shaka do? They get on Instagram and give a shout out to none other Charlie Wilson. Well, turns out it's actually the real Charlie Wilson that comes to the show. And he explains his side of the story. She said, she stabbed me, she cut me, she stabbed everybody. That's all it is. We was just friends and stuff. And like Jacob now like understanding. That's a good episode. And and it says remember vacation Bible school. Now this is real cool. So then moms gift the kids with cards. And Jay used an app to try to outsmart to outsmart and undisappointed Bible champion. So what she's trying to do, she's trying to outdo, try to outdo her grandma at the Bible school because she's like supposed to be the Bible champion. Well, doing that, meet this other kid named Elvis. Elvis look at Jay, you gonna be my wife. Jay looking at him like, boy, please. You know how you get these kids like going, oh, you gonna be my wife one day, and you go, and like I said, really, I said, Jay, I go in my head like, Jay say, bye, boy. She go, bye, boy. It's like it's pretty good. That's a good one. Remember when I lost my sister? Now, Coco controversy benefits shock Medea's Bible study group, and Jay you lose her sisterly bond with quality time with Drew until she forgets about Amy. Now, Amy's her little sister, and that's a pretty good episode. Now this one I love. Now this one I really, really, I really love. Now this one is called Remembering Grace Under Fire. Now Grace is Ma's little kid sister, and she's supposed to be in ministry school. But what she didn't tell her family is she dropped out of that military school, so she's supposed to be the next one to take over for her dad as a preacher. She's not into that. She's been doing a religious, so she dropped out of school, and what she's been doing with the money is she's been using the money to fund her business. Now she has a business as a religious matchmaker, and she makes a lot of good money with it and stuff. And like Coco kind of slips up while they outside talking, and the dad hears it, and the dad go, what? And like dad is mad and like it's just like dad is mad. It's like this is not my daughter, and everything. But they have some real good stories. Now the two episodes you really need to check out is Remember Black Elvis and Remember Our Boys Becoming Men. Now, Remembering Black Elvis is after Medea shares her family-rich history with the kids, Mozzie and Coco gets inspiration to carry on the tradition. So I think they go on and and I think in here Coco re-proposed to Mozzie, and they do a appropriate wedding because Mozzie and Coco got married in Vegas with a black Elvis impersonator. Okay, so the one that is really heartfelting what's going on in today's society is Remembering Our Boys Become. And it's always some real cool, it's like morals to each episode. And this one, Remembering Our Boys, is a real good episode because it's like none other. These are three little boys. This is the little boy Elvis, and it's Mozzie, Shaka, and they're trying to earn money. And somebody ended up calling the cops on them, and the cops have them down on their knees, pointing guns at them. If it wasn't for Coco and Mozzie wasn't for Coco and Maz coming home and going, what's going on? These are our boys. These are our boys. These are next door neighbor boys and stuff like that. And the cop like going asked them where they got this money. And they said they was earning their money. And it was like as they, they growing up and like what made it makes what was going on in the world. And it does kind of sound like a Black Lives Matter episode and thing. And it's just it's like wow. It's like wow, it made sense. And he's moved back, and then he gets pulled over by the same cop, and then like and stuff, and then he father said they ain't gonna do nothing, just snap it on the hand and go. But these episodes are pretty real good. It's like showing us from day to day life. But before I forget, I want y'all, if you're a female, you need to go and watch episode Remember the First Day of School. So on the first day of school, Jay comes across as she's showing off her shoulders, and she has a necklace on. And the girl who's kind of being kind of mean to her is like, that's a lock. And she said, who are those? She said, I don't know. And stuff like that. And she said, you don't know your roots and you don't know your history. You have no business wearing it. And like, that's when, because that was on episode 9, excuse me, and remembering first day of school. So Jay goes to school, she's thinking she's looking cute. Her shoulders are out and everything. One girl has on a short skirt and everything. So then Jay orders a protest, none other against the principal, Mr. Glass. Principal Glass. So Principal Glass is played by Mark Curry, and it is so funny. It's just so funny. And he calls none other the grandma to come and deal with Mozzie and Coco in the student body. And Coco's and Jay just realized that none other, the dress codes don't say anything about the boys, what the boys can wear. Boys can wear muscle shirts, they can sag and everything. That gives a little bit of light of what we go through today when it comes to school dress codes. And it's just a wonderful show. I actually will highly, and I'm telling y'all, I'm breaking down a little bit of the storylines for y'all for some of the episodes. But Mr. Glass finally gives into it and changes the girls' dress code and thing. And the only reason he changed the girls' dress code is so funny. It's a fun show, so y'all go and check out. Go and check out Family Reunion on Netflix. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.